What's going on, everybody? RJ Ochoa here from SB Nation's bloggingtheboys.com. Hope all is well wherever you are. We hope you're happy, safe, healthy, and that you're excited for free agency in the NFL. It is a very busy time of year. Monday, March 14th marks the official opening of the official legal tampering period in the NFL. That lasts all the way until Wednesday, March 16th, which is when the clock strikes midnight, the big ball drops, hits the ground, etc., etc. The new league year arrives. You blow the and you have the glasses that look like the 2022, etc., and everything can finally become official throughout the NFL. Now, of course, that really doesn't mean anything to teams. We've seen a lot of trades and things being agreed to, and that's kind of what this time of year is about. You agree to terms on things with players or teams or trades, whatever the case may be, and they become final, formal, official on Wednesday. The Dallas Cowboys, as an example, on Saturday have an agreed to proposition with the Cleveland Browns, sending Amari Cooper and a sixth-round pick to receive a fifth-round pick and a sixth-round pick. That is what the Cowboys have done at the wide receiver position, or rather, that is what they had done until Sunday evening. You know, I have a family. You have a family. We want to sit. We want to enjoy. We want to bake salmon or whatever the case may be and have a nice meal. But the Cowboys, the NFL, nothing ever sleeps. March Madness wants to unveil their bracket. Everybody wants to have some fun. The players is going on, even though the rain delay happened and everything. No. The Cowboys cannot let you sleep. More specifically, the NFL cannot let you sleep. In case you somehow missed it, Tom Brady unretired after being inspired by Cristiano Ronaldo. A heroic performance at Old Trafford on Saturday, if I do say so myself. But we're not here to talk about that. We are here to talk about the newest long-term member of the Dallas Cowboys. That is wide receiver Michael Gallup. He and the Dallas Cowboys agreeing to terms on a 5-year, $62.5 million deal. I'll do the math for you. It is $12.5 million per season for Gallup. It's a difficult way to kind of feel. There are a number of ways to feel when it comes to this. One way, some would argue the pessimistic way, is it's an overpay. It's an overpay for a player who's going to be your secondary wide receiver, right? Now that the Cowboys are officially moving on without Amari Cooper, this is the time for CeeDee Lamb. We've been saying it for 2 years now. He will become the alpha of this wide receiver group. The time is here. This is Simba. Take your place at the top of Pride Rock. The time, this kingdom, everything the light touches is yours. But you do need a wingman. Every Batman needs a Robin, although Batman and Robin, not necessarily a great movie in and of itself. Not that Michael Gallup is a Robin, but you don't really pay Robins in the NFL. You pay Batmans. I haven't seen the new Batman movie, but that's what you do. You pay Batmans. And Michael Gallup is certainly capable of being a Batman in his own right. We've seen him have a lot of success with the Cowboys. He obviously has a great relationship with Dak Prescott, and that's a really important thing. But he's had a lot of injuries that are of note. He obviously had the calf injury that happened after the season opener against Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. He obviously tore his ACL in January. So there's the question of, is he going to be back for the regular season? He's obviously going to miss a number of things, OTAs and mini camps. He's probably going to miss most of training camp, and not that he would have played a ton in the preseason, but it's a questionable thing to do with all of those factors in consideration. And so that's the more pessimistic side. The more optimistic side is, hey, this isn't a terribly large amount of money. You look at what Mike Williams got from the Chargers last week. $12.5 million per year is kind of fair. It's kind of the going rate. It's not breaking the bank. And there's an argument to be made. Well, if you're gonna pay Michael Gallup $12.5 million, just keep Amari. That's a fair argument. I wouldn't argue against that. And so, on the 1 to 10 scale of 10 being a total disaster, I can't believe this franchise, what are they doing? This is not a 10. It's maybe a 5. And it's really in a vacuum, probably like a 2. But it's when you factor all of the things together that the Cowboys have been doing that are kind of frustrating. It's, why are you moving on from Amari Cooper in the name of keeping Michael Gallup? Now, maybe the reason for that, and that's a little bit to be determined, and we'll have you updated, obviously, as free agency continues to unfold. We'll do some daily updates here on the Blog and the Boys YouTube channel. Please do subscribe. Maybe the reason is you need this flexibility because you want to bring back the likes of Randy Gregory and J-Ron Curse. You obviously have to figure something out with Dalton Schultz because you have him on the franchise tag right now. Maybe you still want to bring back the Carlos Watkinses and Malik Hookers of the world. That is possible. But if you do nothing, if you just do this, and we're all kind of conditioned to believe that that's the case with the Cowboys because that's who they've been for the better part of a decade now, then it really wasn't worth it. And so this is still a TBD situation as far as grading the collective and the overall as far as the Dallas Cowboys are concerned. Now, we're here to talk about Michael Gallup, but I would would be remiss if I didn't tell you, because things are happening fast, that the Cowboys are probably going to trade Lyle Collins at a certain point in the next few days as well. They might even have already traded him by the time you watch this video. There are lots of rumors and reports that is coming. On Sunday, ESPN's Ed Werder tweeted that at least 6 teams were involved in Lyle Collins discussions. There were at least 5 teams involved in the Amari Cooper situation before the Cleveland Browns ultimately won out. So one way or another, Lyle Collins seemingly is not going to be a part of the Cowboys roster for the 2022 season and beyond. So we're looking right now, at the very least, at a change at right tackle, a change at wide receiver 1. Obviously, you have a lot of continuity, though, now that you have CeeDee Lamb and Michael Gallup coming back. So things are going to change for the Dallas Cowboys as far as their offense is concerned, and Michael Gallup has to be a big part of that. Now you're paying him some big time money. Michael Gallup was, for all intents and purposes, Michael Gallup was, and he has really been here for the whole gamut of change at the wide receiver position. You might forget the Cowboys drafted Michael Gallup in 2018 in the 3rd round out of Colorado State, and that the whole team was in flux. I mean, that draft, that 2008 NFL draft, actually happened at AT&T Stadium, you'll recall, and it happened in the immediate days after Jason Witten retired. So the Cowboys were kind of in this place of what's going on, etc. They had released Des Bryant. Nobody knew what they were going to be. Some people had their fingers crossed for Calvin Ridley or DJ Moore at the time. That did not happen. They drafted Michael Gallup. They had Allen Hurns and Deontay Thompson and Tavon Austin and Cole Beasley. And Michael Gallup as a rookie, what could he do as a rookie? Couldn't really flourish, couldn't really thrive. But the Cowboys traded for Amari Cooper, unlocked the offense. We really saw Michael Gallup take off in 2019, had a great start to the 2020 season. Of course, Dak Prescott got hurt, and that really changed things for him. But he was great in the time that we saw him in 2021. So we really are still kind of learning who he is. We're seeing his development and his growth as a wide receiver in the NFL, and that's exciting. Michael Gallup, the player, the person, he's a friend of ours here at Blogging the Boys. You can go back on our channel, watch our interview with him in the lead up to the Super Bowl. We love Michael Gallup. It's just the direction the Cowboys are going in that is a little bit hard to understand at this particular time. And today is Sunday, March 13th. That picture could become a little bit more clear on Monday. That picture could become a little bit more clear on Tuesday. If the Cowboys are able to use this extra salary cap space that they have created by moving on from Amari and keeping Michael Gallup to, bring in a Bobby Wagner of sorts, then hey, we're all a little bit happier about that, and we all start to trust and believe again. But right now, we're very happy for Michael Gallup. We're pumped about it. He's a great player to have around. That is very good news. The TBD news is still what is going to happen with this team and their overall situation and how they're going to put together this roster as far as the 2022 season is concerned. My name is RJ Ochoa. You can follow me on Twitter or Instagram at RJ Ochoa. But like I said, I have not seen the new Batman movie, so no spoilers, please. If email is more your speed, you can hit me up, rj.ochoa@sbnation.com. Although my DMs are open if you have a message you want to send, you have something you want to chat about, you have a question, comment, point of hopefully constructive criticism, that's up to you. Tom Brady's back to ruin all of our lives. The Dallas Cowboys will host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, by the way, in 2022, so I imagine that ticket will be a bit expensive. So yeah, football won't let anything have any moment ever. That's just kind of the way it works. Michael Gallup's a Cowboy. Congratulations to him. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you next time.